Following adding your project contract, either manually or by import, next up, you're going to add your project contract lines, or you might know those as SOV. So to do so, you're going to head into the project module and go over to project contracts. And if you scroll to the right a bit, you're going to see a hyperlink for the lines, similar to when you go and add your cost codes to your project. You can click into this to add the contract lines. I'm going to be adding a progress line for a fixed price project. So if you're billing progress bills or AIA, you'll want to set it up as a progress line. Or even if you have a time and material bill and you'd like to have markups at the bottom or something, or a fee that you're billing to the owner, you can also set it as a progress line so you can manually enter that amount as you're generating your invoice. So you'll notice here that the lines have a leading zero. You need a leading zero before you enter your line number, and they need to have a leading zero so they are in order. If I were to just enter 1, 2, 3, 4, it would not be in order here. So to make this simpler on myself, I'm going to go into one of these lines and you can duplicate the line. So this makes it a bit quicker because it saves some of the preset things from the previous line. So here I'm going to add the next line. If I'm unsure what line I'm on, I can drill into the project contract here. And you can scroll to the bottom to see all of your project contract lines. So I'm on line 8. The line ID will be your line number that shows on the pay app. And here I'm going to enter my line name. I'm going to put fee. If you have a parent line, you can link that here. You can add a description if you'd like. Your line date is coming in from your project contract date. It cannot be before the contract or project date. Here you'll enter your GL account. I'm going to be using my construction income account, but use whatever makes sense for your company. The GL account is not the actual billing account used. It's for anticipated revenue that is captured for the GL budget ID. Here you can enter your retainage that you're withholding. Once you drop retainage, you can come into each line to update it, or you can update that on the fly when you're generating the bill. This line is billable. If I didn't want it to show up on the pay app next time, I can come in here and mark it unbillable. I recommend adding some smart rules to this page. We have some other videos on smart rules. This is a good smart rule to have here so you can bill on the line. If you have an attachment, you can add that here. And then if the line is active, make sure to leave it active. If you're no longer billing on it, you can mark it inactive here. Under billing, this is where you select your billing type. So I'm going to be entering a progress bill here. And then you have some options on what type of maximum billing you're going to be using. So if you select no max, you can overbill on this line. A specified amount you would enter if you have a cap on that line. Maybe you're only allowed to bill $100,000 for the fee and you don't want to go over that. Or you can select total revised price. This is what you'll usually select for a progress bill line if you have any change orders. And then here is the summary of the line as you bill on it or issue change orders. Here we have the dimensions. Anything with an asterisk will be required. You're only going to be able to select projects that are linked to this job. So if you have any child projects, they will show up here as well. Your location comes in, as well as the department based off the project setup, and the customer will as well. The customer has to match the project and contract. You don't need to worry about adding a vendor or employee, as well as class, cost code, and cost type, just come in here and add your item. So in my setup, I'm using contract item. If this was a change order line, I would choose contract CO item, but I don't need to drill in any more into these details here. And then if you scroll down to the entries, this is where you'll enter your line price on line 1. Because I duplicated this line, it's bringing in the amount from line 7. So I'm going to add my new price here. You can add a memo if you'd like, and then the price effective date. This is based off that contract setting that we selected here. Let me pull that up for you. It's based off this posting period right here. So it's the period of each project contract line entry effective date. And this is my project and contract effective date. If I have any change requests, they will show at the bottom here for the line, and that's nice because you can drill into that as well. Whatever dimensions you set on this line, when you bill on this line, it is based off these dimensions here. So I'm going to save this line. Okay. You can delete the lines if you haven't billed on them or issued any change requests to the line. And then what I like about this page is you can also make different views to see any approved changes to the lines. If you're importing a large schedule of values for a progress billing, you have the option, just like within the project contract imports, you can import your project contract lines. We have some other videos on this, and we can help you along with that if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.